just as we're about to get started.
Shh.
Please stay asleep for 20 minutes, Poppy. Hello, everyone.
Hello. This video, we're going to go through some of the questions that you guys have asked us over on Instagram.
And selfishly, we decided to do a Q&A because Jamie and I haven't sat down and had a conversation in 3 months. So this is a chance for us to sit down and actually chat.
We really haven't.
How are you?
I'm good. This is going to be couples counselling again.
I don't think I've asked how you are in 3 months. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Sure?
I have the best teammate next to me who is taking the brunt of everything.
Stop it.
Although I do the school runs. I'm taking that one for the team. Megan is doing everything else.
You bought me some chocolates for Valentine's Day to keep me going.
And some flowers.
Let's get straight to your questions. So there were 3 main themes to your questions, guys. Lots of kiddie questions and family questions. Loads on the house. So our house hunt, which we can update you on, and relationship questions, stuff about me and you. So should we tackle some kiddie stuff first?
Let's do it.
So I'm going to bundle a few questions together because there were a lot of questions around sleep and advice on sleep. Let me tell you right here, right now, we are the last people on earth you want to be getting sleep advice from, because I tell you what, we can't figure it out.
We don't know how to do it.
If there's a science to it, we can't figure it out. We're hopeless. It's not going well, guys. Truly, it's been terrible since she came out of that sort of very dozy newborn phase. She is a windy baby. She had tongue tie, same issues as Rupert. She is a great baby during the day, but I am really trying to establish a routine now that she's 3 months, putting her down for her naps, but she's doing 32 minutes exactly, and then waking up after 1 sleep cycle, and I can't get her back down. She'll sleep on me for hours at a time, but I'm trying, and I'm scrolling at midnight, and I'll see someone selling me a weighted sleep sack that promises 12 hours of sleep, and I'm like, purchase, buy it,
So
buy
we
anything.
have one of them.
Yeah.
My first question to you, how many sleep suits does this family own?
Thousands. Thousands.
I think there's not a sleep suit on the market that we do not own.
Look, I appreciate all the sleep questions. We really are trying. So I think I'm going to do a little Instagram update on the things that we are giving a go, like putting her down when she's really sleepy but not quite asleep. I'm trying to feed her less by sort of like 1 or 2 minutes here or there, because she's very full, by the way. She just jumps on to then like fall asleep. So she's had a full feed. She just then goes back on to settle. So I'm trying to sort of wean her off that. So we are giving things a go, but the sleep is really, really bad. But I'll pop in the description a few accounts and websites that everybody recommended on Instagram. So if you are in the same position as we are, then click on a few links below, and hopefully there's some useful information for you from the professionals, because clearly we're doing something wrong, because Rupert was exactly the same.
There's also so much advice out there, and it's all slightly different, so every baby is different.
Yeah.
But for us, we haven't cracked it. We will.
However, there is an area that I do think we excel at, JC.
What's that?
There was a question on dealing with toddler tantrums.
Oh.
And I back us in this department.
I think we're pretty good.
So Rupert had one this morning. Do you want to elaborate?
Well, it actually started with Rupert this morning from waking him up. I went into his room, turned the light on very slowly. He straight away said, "Turn it off, I want to go back to bed." With already only 45 minutes till we had to leave to go to school.
God.
Anyway, managed to get him out of bed. Straight away, he didn't want a certain panda. He wanted a different one. Came through to the kitchen. He said he wanted porridge, so I made him porridge. And then straight away, he said I wanted eggs. He wanted eggs. So I had to leave the porridge and then make eggs. Maybe I just pandered to him way too much.
Maybe.
But I want him to be happy. And then he wouldn't get dressed. We gave him his breakfast sweetie, which is his vitamin. He just threw it on the floor. Today wasn't happening.
Yeah, it was problem after problem. So I came in shortly after, and Jamie told me what had been going on. And we just decided to do a day reset. So with Rupert, when he loses it, we just distract him with something really, really fun. So I said, shall we do a little dance party? What's your favourite song? So we put a song on the Sonos and we danced around. We got everything out of his system and we just pressed reset and started again. And I think we pick and choose our time to sort of sit down with Rupert and have a little chat with him about feeling frustrated, because we want him to have emotions, and we want him to feel exactly how he wants to feel. You know, we don't just want to distract him and brush his emotions under the carpet, but we do tend to try and move him onto something else in that moment to sort of like break the cycle. And then we come back around to it a little bit later, and we'll all sit down and have like a little cuddle and a little chat, and we'll watch something or talk about our feelings.
He's definitely in that zone of like trying to see where boundaries are. And I think that must be where the terrible twos come from, because they do something to see what the reaction is. Am I allowed to do that? Am I not? And I think we have been good at telling him what not to do.
Yeah.
But equally letting him find out himself.
Also, don't be afraid to ignore them. I think, you know, our generation now, it's all about this gentle parenting, and everyone's like, oh, you know, I've got to pander to them and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes ignore them and just carry on doing what you're doing, because, you know, for example, let's go on a walk, Rupert. I don't want to go on a walk. Okay, no worries. Well, Mummy, Daddy and Poppy, we're going to get our coats on. We're going to go on a walk.
You can stay here.
You can stay here if you want. It's fine. We get our coats on, we get our boots on, and within 10 seconds, he's out that door with his coat. I'm coming too. They don't want to miss out. They're just testing you. So, yeah, don't be afraid to ignore them and just carry on doing what you're doing, because they will want to get involved. Right. Any other good kiddie questions?
From Matt and Kat.
What does it say?
Which is harder, Rue as a baby or currently trying to juggle two?
What's your answer?
I think in my mind, one was harder because it's all new. Like this massive shock to the system of what you have to do every day. I think two is obviously, it takes up more of our time, you and me. But seeing how Rupert acts with her, like if we put her in the bouncer, he'll go and occupy himself near her.
Yeah.
So sometimes like two of them are just kind of somewhat playing. I'm hoping, give it a few years, they'll just be in the corner playing together, which would be nice. But I think maybe it's because we've gone through it once before, it doesn't seem as hard.
My answer is very simple. Rupert, on his own, was 10 million times harder than the two of them together. He was just the most difficult baby, and I was in a really, really, really bad place with Rupert. If you've experienced a colicky baby before, a baby that doesn't sleep, doesn't settle, will only sleep on you, you will understand, like, it is debilitating. And, you know, Rupert was also premature. He was really tiny. The feeding was just awful for so long. Yeah, I was a state. I couldn't function. Whereas now, you know, Poppy, thankfully, yes, the sleep is difficult at night, but during the day, she is generally really, really good. And she will sit there quite happily playing with herself, and, you know, Rupert runs around and she finds that really entertaining. So I have less time with two to do anything, but Rupert on his own was so much harder.
The only thing I think which was easier with Rupert, and that was only to do with location, finding time to go on a walk in London was a lot easier than here. Only because there's so much more to do. You have the river there near Richmond. It is absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful around here as well, but because we are in the middle of the countryside, it's like the same walk almost every time. So being able to motivate yourself to say, let's go on a walk, let's get them to sleep, in London, I felt was nicer.
And also I had a network of mums in London. I had places to go for a coffee. I had, you know, things to do in the park. Everything was in walking distance. Whereas here, you know, I get so anxious about taking Poppy anywhere on my own in the car, even if it's just 15 minutes down the road. Because if I'm on my own and she's in the back and she starts screaming, like, there's nothing I can do about it. And just the car situation with a screaming baby, I don't know what it is, but it really triggers me. And I find it incredibly stressful. To the point where, like, I'm almost shaking in my body, and I don't take it out on you, but I just get so frustrated, don't I? Almost like desperately looking to Jamie to do something about it, and he's driving, like, he can't do anything about it. But I'm just kind of like, please just wave a magic wand, like, what can we do? So I'm homebound quite a lot with Poppy, and I do find that very, very challenging. But do you know what? It's not forever, and it's a lovely, lovely house, and it's in a lovely, lovely spot. So no complaints. Gosh, she's getting sweaty.
We just had another one come in which says, how much did Poppy weigh at birth, and was she early? Also, my little boy was born the 18th of November 23. That's my birthday.
It's your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, so Poppy was £7, bang on, which is very, very average.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. So when she was born, she was 38 weeks and 5 days, so a week early, pretty much on time. But now she is a whopper. She's 99th centile for her weight and height. So she's exactly 3 months old. She was 3 months old like yesterday, but she's in 6 to 9 month clothes and almost bulging out of those. She's so big, but she's really strong. She's got amazing head control already.
You said yesterday she pretty much rolled over.
Yeah, she rolled over once. I mean, she hasn't repeated it, so it may have been a fluke. But she rolled over from front to back yesterday.
And when we lean her back on the sofa, she
she's-
actually gets up.
Yeah, she's got really strong abs. And I think it's down to the fact that she's just big. She's just really big and strong. She's still exclusively breastfed. If anyone's got any tips on getting a breastfed baby onto the bottle, I'd love to hear them, because
It's impossible.
We're really struggling. She won't take a dummy. She just spits it out of her mouth. But that's okay. You know, it doesn't matter. We can give her another comforter when she's a little bit older. But I need a break. I need to be able to leave her for a few hours.
And we've tried lots of different teats on the bottles, and she pushes it out of her mouth.
Yeah. But the nurses, when she had her vaccines the other day, the nurses said that if she's sort of ejecting stuff out of her mouth, pushing it forward, it's a sign of teething. So maybe we're introducing it while she's
teething. She is dribbling a lot.
She is. I know it's really early, because I said to the nurse, I was like, 3 months, that's so early. They said, yeah, but they can start rumbling around now. So she might have teeth soon. Who knows?
Oh my goodness, that's the next stage.
We also had so many questions on the house and like house hunting. What are you guys doing? Have you found anywhere? You went to go and see somewhere the other day.
I did, yes.
We
I
thought
went
it was the
across
one.
had a lot of potential. We are looking, for anyone who hasn't seen any of the videos, we're looking in the sort of Stamford area. This was north of Stamford in a lovely little village. The house was great. Everything seemed really, really good. And then I was just a little disappointed about how many cars were going past the house. And then did a bit of research. There's quite a lot of developments that are going up north Stamford, and there's going to be another 1,300 houses in that sort of rough area of that house. So that road's just going to get busier and busier. And we were like, no.
And with young kids as well, you don't want a busy road right out the front of your house. It's just scary.
You might not have been able to hear them go past inside the house, but when you're in the garden, lying back, facing the sun in summer, if there is any sun this summer in England, you don't want to hear the cars keep going past. So I think actually looking at that development, it's kind of changed the area where we're looking to live around the Stamford area.
We found a school for Rupert.
Yes, we went for a school tour and we
haven't
loved
found
it.
a house. But the schools helped us narrow down the search, because we'd love to be within a 15, maximum 20-minute drive of the school. So we've got a very specific radius that we're looking at.
Yeah.
And also in terms of the house, I think garden and a little bit of land is the one thing that's at the top of our list. We do want some space for the kids to be able to run riot and just go crazy.
Havoc.
And the house isn't actually that important to us. It doesn't need to be finished. It doesn't need to be particularly nice or particularly big, because we'd love to add to something. We'd love to maybe extend, maybe renovate. Oh dear. Do you want to say something? So yeah, the plot is more important than the actual house. Gosh, could you imagine taking everyone on a renovation journey? It's going to become a renovation channel.
That would be, I mean, they do well. It would be cool. Make it a proper family place.
You'd be in your element.
Oh, I would
Mr.
love it.
Engineer, like designing everything.
It's what I watch. I just watched a video about off-grid living. It's amazing.
I'd love that.
Oh, they were up in Canada somewhere in the middle of nowhere with solar, running a workshop.
That'd be the dream. Chickens?
We haven't got chickens here yet. That's coming.
Yet.
This summer, I'm going to build a coop.
Coop.
2 coops.
So yeah, lots and lots of questions on the house. So that's to just give you an update. We've got a deadline of like 18 months from now. So Rupert starts school in 18 months. We absolutely want to be moved and settled and renovated by then. It might not be completely finished, but we'd love to be able to move into somewhere that is livable 18 months from now. I mean, that's just going to fly by.
That is going to fly by.
I mean, it would be nice to find somewhere much sooner than that, but that's our deadline.
Nothing is coming up that we really like. We were so hopeful for this one last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was perfect, apart from the road.
Just on house stuff, we have had a few that says, do you regret leaving London? Do you miss the London hustle and bustle? No.
No, I don't regret leaving London.
No. I think it was time. Maybe it was time a little bit earlier than we wanted to, but don't regret it. Loving the countryside.
I do miss the hustle and bustle, though.
You can go for a weekend.
Yeah.
Leave the kids with me. Go and soak in that hustle and bustle.
You're probably happier in the countryside.
Yeah,
than I am.
I need a little mix. It'd be nice to be able to go down more often. But when the kids are, we'll be going down to see the shows.
But you get out more. Like, you can actually get in the car and go to places around here. Like, you'll do the shopping and
I see more than just these four walls. It's nice. I like doing the school run in the morning. Go past the windmill. It's my highlight of the day. Is the windmill turning or is it not?
So that's kind of the house update. Also, this week we celebrated Valentine's Day. Do you love or loathe Valentine's Day?
Me loathe it.
Yeah, me too.
It means you have to try and make a card.
But we did manage to make a card.
We did. I made 2 cards. No, I didn't.
Although,
no, that's not true.
Jamie, who says romance is dead? Jamie gave me a card that was completely blank on the front. So do you want to just get the card so we can explain? So we tend to always make cards because I begrudge going to the shop and spending like £4 or £5 on a card. It's crazy. Jamie...
It arrived like that.
A blank piece of card. Nothing on it.
Had lovely words inside.
Oh, it had words inside, yeah.
I'm not going to open it just in case someone pauses the video and can read it. We have a new little printer that we've only set it up on Megan's phone, so I had to steal her phone in the morning of Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Come downstairs, quickly print off a picture, whilst Megan was then actually in the kitchen doing breakfast. You probably can't see, but it's
a wedding photo. I actually stuck the photo on my own Valentine's Day card.
You absolutely did.
I don't mind. And then I did something similar.
From Megan.
And Jamie bought me a label printer for Christmas, and it's like the best thing he's ever bought me. I just label everything. And I printed off individual stickers that said, "Will you be our Valentine?" Because I had Poppy in my arms and I was like, I can't paint, I can't Pritt stick, I can't scatter glitter.
You know what it was? I actually thought it's because you couldn't find the Pritt stick and you used those stickers to stick it onto the page. And I was going to do the same thing.
Oh my gosh. No, and then Rupert made us a lovely little art display.
Aww.
Very cute. But no, we don't really celebrate Valentine's Day, but it did get us thinking about love, marriage, the relationship.
Love and
we had so many questions on, how do you find time, just the two of you? The answer is we don't. We don't.
I know everyone says, you should always make time. That time will come at some point.
We've probably had maybe 2 evenings since Poppy was born where we've sat in bed together for literally like 6 minutes.
We call it the day's debrief.
And had a conversation, a quick cuddle, and then I'm sleeping in a separate room with Poppy at the moment because the nights are tough. Poor Jamie can't really do anything. He's not, he can't breastfeed. So he's getting his sleep so he can look after Rupert and work during the day, and I'm taking the night shift. So we're not even sharing a room at the moment. We are literally like housemates at the moment, aren't we?
And one of them isn't pulling his weight.
Oh, you are. But I have started following this new account called Wilder Beginnings. I'll link it below. She's an American lady, absolutely hilarious. She's got a 4-month-old, and oh my goodness, can I relate to her. I was complaining on a vlog maybe 2 weeks ago about perfectionism and how I'm really struggling just seeing, perfect images on social media of parents whose babies sleep through the night and they look so glamorous every day.
Have to put makeup on every morning.
They're going on holiday, doing all those things. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Because I don't have time to do any of that stuff. Anyway, this mum, Wilder Beginnings, she's brilliant. She's just says it how it is. And she was talking about how her and her husband are in it for the long haul. And it's the same with us. Jamie and I have been together for 12 years. We are in our parenting era. The kids are so little. They need us 24/7. And our relationship has definitely, it's on the back burner. We don't prioritize it.
No.
We
There's other
haven't.
priorities at the moment.
Absolutely. We're not going on dates. We're not really doing much, are we?
Wow.
I mean, if we give each other a hug and a kiss in the morning, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I actually, a few nights ago, when I said night-night to you, I kissed you and I said, that was your morning kiss. And then I kissed her again and I said, night-night.
But we know it's not forever. And we even said this morning, the fact that, we aren't really going on dates or doing anything nice, just the two of us. When that time comes, when Poppy's sort of 1 to Rupert's age and we can...
It's going to make it even more special.
It's going to be amazing.
Just going to a coffee shop, me and you.
Yeah.
That will feel like we've gone to the Ritz.
What are we going to talk about?
My brain's gone from kids.
Yeah, same. So, yeah, if you're watching this and you're a parent and you're worried about your relationship, I hope that keeps it real because, yeah, it is very, very hard.
Going through the same thing.
But no one's really talking about it.
No one's talking about it. And if you're going through the depths of sleep deprivation, which I did just see a question, it wasn't really a question, it was more of a statement saying they're really struggling, you can do it.
Yeah.
You will get through it. We had the same thing with Rupert. We were like, how? Why would you ever want to try for another?
Yeah.
You get through it, and it is amazing at the other end.
Like sometimes I don't even want a hug. Like I got really upset the other day and my mum just happened to be here and she said, "Oh, can I give you a hug?" And I was like, honestly, I was quite angry. I was like, I just don't want to be touched. And it was more that I've got kids on me all day, every day, 24. It's so overstimulating. Your body's not your own. I'm breastfeeding all the time. I'm only 3 months postpartum, so I haven't even exercised yet, haven't been on a run, haven't been on a bike, haven't done any of those things. Hoping to do my first park run on Saturday, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes.
And we have got the Peloton for you to get on that, but we can't find Megan's shoes, her bike shoes.
Sorry, we digress, but yeah, I just sometimes don't even want affection. I'm just like, I just need to sit in my own space for 10 minutes before bed and do absolutely nothing to wind down. And I think that's probably quite hard on a partner, but if you're not going through what I'm going through, I'm not going through what you're going through, so sometimes it's quite difficult to maybe understand where it's sort of coming from. But I mean, Jamie's amazing. You are very understanding.
No, I understand. I like my own space anyway. Sometimes want to be on my own, so I completely get how people can feel different in these situations.
Yeah, absolutely. And then finally, I think we just had some miscellaneous questions. Some random ones, just throw in some curveballs.
Rebecca just says, love your content. Why, thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you. What brings you the biggest joy at the moment? Oh, yes, that's such a lovely question.
That is from Helena.
Thank you, Helena.
Maybe Dutch.
Okay, you go first.
On a daily basis, my highlight of the day, which I guess is the most joyous part, is travelling to school with Rupert and him requesting songs and then actually singing the songs word for word. He's getting so good. And when I select some of his songs that he really likes, seeing his face light up and know the song and sing it, seeing him laugh and smile really does make my day.
I mean, that's a really sweet answer, and I should probably say something similar, like, it's the kids, they're amazing, just their smiles every day. My honest answer is that at about 10 a.m. every single day, 10:30, Poppy has a feed, and I make myself a cup of tea, and I get a chocolate bar, or a donut, or mini eggs, anything sugary, and I sit on the sofa, and I put maybe an episode on Netflix, have a cup of tea, feed Poppy and have my chocolate. And that is the highlight. that's the thing that brings me most joy.
Just a few moments of peace. Tell me, what are you watching?
Oh,
we should do this in little sections like this. What are you watching and what are you listening to?
Very quickly, I'm almost through One Day, which I think a lot of people are watching at the moment. It's brilliant. It's on Netflix. It's really good. Watch it.
And I know what you're listening to. White noise.
White noise.
Constantly.
Yeah. I'm not listening to anything. I haven't even listened to Beyonce's new country album or song or whatever.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I didn't hear it, but I've seen that she's done something country.
Speaking of music, we do need to sit down and sing a little bit. We have a couple weddings this year that we're performing at, so we need to start preparing for those. Rupert's also a page boy at one of them, which
that's gonna be
I'm so excited about.
We'll definitely get some pictures of that. That's for one of my best men.
Yeah.
Later on in the year. Yeah, we need to do some more singing. I haven't even that often gone to just play at the piano. Rupert comes and joins me. I think he's going to be musical. Oh, I forgot to tell you. This is new. Well, kind of new. In the car, he actually plays the drums.
Does he?
So on some of the songs, he goes with his hands like that. So he's getting that bit. He's been playing with his lute guitar and like strumming it a little bit.
Oh, gosh, I'm so excited.
But yeah, it was it yesterday? We were playing a song and I kind of in the air went like this and then he copied me. So he plays the drums.
Did we tell everyone, because it was Christmas times, apologies if we've already told you this, but Jamie and I rocked up to Ruperts Nativity play at Christmas and we didn't know what to expect, and we were just sat in the audience. I mean, they're all 2 years old, so they were on stage all dressed as Father Christmas, like little Santa Clauses, and they were all there singing their songs, and it was all very sweet. And then all of a sudden the teacher took Rupert off stage and another little girl, and they like exited stage left, and Jamie and I were like, oh no, what's he done? He's been
You singing?
Oh, Poppy.
4 years. Give it 4 years and there'll be a song with all four of us.
And then he came back on stage dressed as he was Joseph.
He was Joseph in the school nativity.
And I just welled up. I was like, his first furore, is that the right word? Into theatre, into drama. And he's the main part.
I do hope they like that sort of stuff. I actually started welling up yesterday on the way back from school. We were listening to Defying Gravity, and I could imagine Poppy on stage singing Defying Gravity, and I got really emotional.
Oh, God.
She might hate theatre.
She's singing it now. Tell them how I am defying gravity.
And then did we also tell them about when we went to the school tour?
Went to this school, lovely school, and we get into the like theatre room, and there's a little stage and some seats and things. And Rupert just jumps on stage and in front of the headmaster and his wife just serenaded everyone with word perfect Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
It was so good. I was so proud of him.
And we're just stood there like, oh my gosh, you're amazing.
He took a little bow.
He did. He's a performer. He's definitely a performer. He reminds me, I hope he like takes after, Buzz, like Tom Fletcher's kid Buzz. Just really musical, it's a bit of a performer, cheeky chappy. I think that's going to be Rupert.
I think that's quite key in this new house, is a music room. One that they can just go into, grab a guitar or electric drum sets. Anyone got any recommendations on electric drum set? Please let us know.
And also, they don't even need to be good. It's more a space just to, I don't know, like relax, let out any frustrations, have a little sing-song.
Oh, I can't wait. And we'll have a mini studio in the corner.
Oh, goodness.
So we can actually do the recording in there.
Anyway, that was a lovely question to finish on, our favourite, what brings us the most joy.
Last thing.
Yeah.
Because we haven't actually addressed this since we asked you guys about it a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
The channel name, what we wanted to do regarding YouTube. We've had lots of thoughts, and that's why we asked you guys about it. We still haven't fully decided on anything. And I flip-flop between, should we keep it the same? Yes, our content is very much family-based, but I also don't want to have everything family-based, and it will be songs. It's quite a tricky one. That's why it's taking a while. So thank you to everyone who did, actually. We got some great names.
I think the problem is that we've made a very small name for ourselves on YouTube as Jamie and Megan. So people will search for us as Jamie and Megan. So if we change the name, people might not find us, and the channel might suffer as a result of that. So
yeah, there is.
We could change it to something like Jamie, Megan, and Family. I would love to change it to like the Colvin Clan or something along those lines.
Yeah.
But
also, I don't think we know. They are in our daily videos, the kids, but the whole channel isn't about them, and I don't want it to be just about the kids. So I think keeping it more about us has its pros. It also has its cons. So
Oh, she's sweaty.
We haven't changed it,
Goodness
and
me.
it probably won't be changed straight away, but we loved the feedback.
Yeah, thank you. Gosh, she's so sweaty. Then we're going to have to wrap this up and I might have to take this jumper off.
I should probably go get some work done as well.
Yes. It was a little quick vlog, but hopefully we've caught you up on everything.
I think we've currently been hitting once every 2 weeks, which I
Yeah.
think, for us,
Yeah.
with a newborn, is not bad at all.
And it's been nice because the pressure's been taken off us a little bit. We really enjoy doing this, but especially with 2 kids running around these days, it's a lot.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Yes,
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for supporting us.
I know, it is amazing that we have all these people around the world that just tune in to hear us and Poppy chat. Let's wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, put anything in the comments, and we will get back to you whenever we can. Also, Instagram. If you want to be part of the next Q&A, head over to Instagram, give us a follow, and you'll see when we want to do another one of these.
See you next week.
See you next week. Bye-bye.